Good evening. Tonight we're going to go ahead and talk about how we have my Hobbyking V2 paramotor paired up and set up with my Spectrum DX8 G2. And we're going to try to make this as simple as possible but as detailed as possible. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and power on our transmitter. Boop. Okay. And there you can see that I've already pre-programmed a model here. But we're going to start this from the beginning as if you've never done this before, okay? So you would go into your functions list by clicking in your scroll wheel like I just did, and you're going to go all the way to the bottom where it says System Setup. You're going to select Yes, are you sure? And from here, you're going to go to Aircraft Type. You're going to select Elevon for the wing type, and you're going to leave Tail Normal. Okay, then you are going to hit back. Whoa. And you're going to name your model, whatever you'd like to name it. In my case, I named it Paramotor. Your type, I selected the airplane as my type, even though this is very clearly not an airplane. Okay, you're going to select the plane, and you're going to select Yes, and click Yes. Okay, I'm not going to click Yes because it's going to change stuff, and I already have this done, so. Okay. And that's it for this portion, okay? We're going to go back to the main screen at this point. So you've named your model, you've selected the plane, you've selected Elevon for your wing type, and Normal for your tail. And we're going to go ahead and we're going to talk about the servo setup, okay? In the servo setup, we're going to make some adjustments on our travel, okay? And I'm going to read this out to you so you can see what's going on here. The travel for throttle is 100-100. That's default. The travel for the RAL, which is the right aileron, the top should say 150, and the bottom should say 0. The LAL, left aileron, the top should say 0, and the bottom should say 150, okay? 150 up top, 0 on the bottom, RAL, 0 up top, 150 on the bottom, LAL. And I just want to talk about how I'm selecting between top and bottom, okay? Because I'm not selecting top and bottom with my scroll wheel. I'm actually selecting the top bracket or the bottom bracket with my right roll or left roll on my right stick on my transmitter. I can select between RAL, throttle, LAL, rudder, gear, inhibit, aux1, aux2 with my scroll wheel. That's fine and dandy. But in order to select the bottom bracket or the top bracket, you have to move your stick. Okay, and while you move your stick to select the top bracket or the bottom bracket, while holding it in the direction that you need it to be held in order to select the right bracket that you need, that's when you go in and you use your scroll wheel to make the adjustments on the numbers. Okay, it's hard to do because I'm holding a tripod in my left hand and trying to demonstrate the right stick hold. But you have to simultaneously hold the direction you need in order to select whichever box you need to be in. Okay, and make the click on the scroll wheel to adjust the numbers. Okay, and the main takeaway here is the numbers specifically set up for my DX8 G2, 150 top, 0 bottom. For RAL, 0 top, 150 bottom for LAL. Left aileron, right aileron. So that's how I have the travel set up. And we'll go back. And that's it for the radio setup. Now, assuming you did all that correctly, my receiver here, let's get some better lighting here. There you go. My receiver is this AR600, and I have the right hand servo if you're facing behind the paramotor. So if you're facing behind the paramotor, I have the right servo here. That's plugged into my elevator. And I have the left servo here. That's plugged into the aileron. Okay. And then of course I have my ESC plugged into my throttle. And then I also have an addition of some aftermarket lights that I put on the hoop or prop guard. Or anti-torque ring. And I am a little under the weather, I'm a little sick, so I'm a little congested. I know I sound kind of nasally. I'm sure I can hear it. I can hear the nasaliness. I'm sure you can hear it as well, so my apologies for that. And now we're gonna power on the model real quick. Excuse the noises that you're gonna hear from this tripod being adjusted and opened and moved. Oh yeah, that's a great sound. My apologies for the extra noise. Okay, there we go. We're going to grab the battery. We're going to plug that in. We're going to once more reposition tripod. Alright, throttle cut is off, so I will have power. Okay, good. Throttle cut is on. No power. Wonderful. Okay, so we'll leave it with throttle cut turned on so that we don't accidentally cut our fingers. And we're going to talk about, now that you've done all the setup that I showed you how to do earlier, we're going to make sure everything works. So, right stick, right. right stick left, right stick right, right stick left. All right, so right roll, left roll. Then down elevator, right stick down, and up elevator, nothing should happen. Okay? And I say should because you can obviously see that something is happening even though I set the travel to 0 for this movement so that it doesn't go up, but it still, for some reason, even though I have it set to 0, still has travel. It should have no travel. So that's kind of frustrating, but it doesn't affect the wing at all during flight. So it's a non-issue for me. That's how it works. It's pretty simple. I mean, I'm not going to overcomplicate it, spend too much time on that. I think that was pretty clear. If you have any issues, if you have any further questions, just let me know. And yeah, somebody had asked me to show them how my setup was, and I said no problem. So this is it. I also have lights. There we go. Those are the lights that I attached to the hoop prop guard. And you can cycle on this 3-position switch that I have set up here. Right there. You can toggle on there and cycle through the lights. Yeah, this one takes a while to go through, but it's kind of cool. And back to the beginning for me. This is what I typically use. Standard for aviation. Red on left, right on green. Left roll, right roll. Down elevator, up elevator, nothing should happen. Except for this anomaly here. If you know why this is still happening, let me know. Write it in the description. I made all the adjustments and it still goes up just a twitch, but it's no big deal. I've had several flights. All of them have been wonderful. I haven't had any issues. This current setup with the elevon and the travel adjustments on the servo has been spot on, and would recommend to anybody who has a DX8 or NX8 or anything similar in this category that falls within this realm of transmitter. So, thanks for watching. Hope that helps. If you want me to go further in detail with other things, let me know. I will be doing a video on the length of this line here, the brake line that's connected to the servo arms. That's coming up next. See ya.